of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
So that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mixon with a first down carry. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on the opening drive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And the Chargers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Mixon hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, it's going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. We've got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Joe Mixon. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
180.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Bengals at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
180.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a short one to Gesicki. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here we go. Hey, Can. 12. 11, Thomas. Stop.
They run with Dillon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss.
Here we go. Ready? 12. 12. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert now. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 65 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And a nice Return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Burrow now off the bootleg. He'll try to pick it up himself. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
I'm fine, ready?
2nd down and 6 now.
Gun. Stop. Can. Stop. 11 Thomas. Stop.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Here we go. Stop. Right 80. What is that? 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt.
And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They're in the driver's seat right now, and they were winners last week over the Seattle Seahawks, so trying to keep that momentum moving in the positive direction. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got a man, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, LA!
Lad McConkey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at a yard.
Big 13.
Now Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hands it off out of a gun.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, can. We need 6 on this drive. 11.
Burrow will throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here we go. 11 MT.
Here's Burrow.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 MT. 11.
Now it's Burrow. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go. Dot. Right 80.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a run with Dillon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him coming, you just know that's a whole lot of man you've got to deal with now.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. All right, so they got That one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11.
Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
On 1, ready?
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
180.
Keep it moving. Get a touchdown, baby. Get a touchdown.
11 MT take. 11 MT take. 11 Thomas. Dot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
McPherson for the Bengals field goal.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Pass out left finds Johnston.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
35-yard line.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Here we go. 180. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, tape. Stop.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, 11, 11. 180, shot.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On one, ready? 11, here we go.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
11 Thomas. 11.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Here we go. 11. Shot. 180. Shot. 11 mighty. Shot.
Burrow on play action. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
11 Thomas. 12.
He'll look to throw. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to Troutman, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Lad McConkey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Open man is Atwell, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag. And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Now he's loose at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go.
At the 29-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals get a bit closer. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side and has got a man. That's Johnston. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he works free. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Finds Johnston. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Herbert now. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey, 44 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Hey, can. 11 MT. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. 11.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find Higgins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tutu Atwell, 64 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's Herbert. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Now it's Herbert. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. They'll get this complete to Trey Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Mixing up the middle. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in the preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
In motion goes the tight end. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
180, 11 MT, 11 MT.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
11 MT,
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. An audible here to get a new look. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
So out come the Chargers. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here's Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. So Burrow and the Bengals
down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go. Ready?
throwing. Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Pass complete to Higgins.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw, Burrow. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
11.
Burrow going for it on fourth. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
On one, ready?
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. Here's Burrow. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 19. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Chargers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.